What's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to be changing the transmission fluid on this 2018 Jeep Compass. This also applies to Jeep Renegades. I believe it's 2018 and 2019. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as long as you have the 9-speed HP48 transmission, this should apply to you. Here are all the specs of the vehicle, so that way you can compare and make sure this is right for you. In this video, I will show you how to do everything. I'll show you what kind of fluid you need, how much, and exactly how to do it. So first, let's go ahead and get this inner fender well pulled up. That's two 10mm nuts. One's going to be plastic, one's going to be metal. And then let's go ahead and locate all our plugs. So here is the drain plug. That's going to be an 8mm hex socket. As you can see here, that's an 8mm hex. Now this plug on the side is what you're going to use to check the proper level of your fluid. And then up here on top, that's where you're going to fill the fluid into the transmission. So what you should do first is make sure you can untighten those two plugs that I just showed you on the top side. And then when you do that, let's go ahead and bust this 8mm drain plug open and drain all that fluid out. Now, once you're done draining, go ahead and put the drain plug back in. And then this side plug here, let's go ahead and pull that out. That's the 8mm plug. And we're going to watch that for when we're filling. When it starts pouring out of there, we're going to put the plug back in. Now, the fill plug is going to be a 6mm hex. Now, there's a couple ways you can fill this transmission. Either have a really long funnel that can go straight down, or you can get this beautiful suction contraption that I have here. I bought this actually at Ace Hardware. This tool right here is amazing. It worked absolutely perfect. This thing will put a quart of fluid in your transmission within like 5 or 6 pumps. It's absolutely amazing, and it's mess free. That hose will go right down in that hole, and you just basically push the hose down in so nothing spills over, and it's absolutely perfect. I'll try to leave a link in the description for you guys so this job can be as trouble-free as possible. Now, this is the only fluid I suggest you to use. This is the Mopar fluid, and here's the part number. Go ahead and just get this stuff. Don't skimp out. Spend the extra money and do the job right. Now, my initial fill was roughly 3 quarts. When I drained the transmission fluid, I caught all of it in a container, and I ended up measuring about roughly 4 quarts. So that's how much I knew I wanted to put back in, because the Jeep wasn't leaking any oil, and we just want to do this as preventative maintenance. So I opened up the sight hole, and it started flowing out, and then I tightened it up. I got in the car, I started warming it up, going through all the gears like usual, and then I let it warm up until the engine was at operating temp. I added 1 more quart and then went on a test drive. Okay guys, so I'm done with the transmission drain. A couple things I just wanted to mention. First off, when we went to go get some information from the dealership, we had to get some, the fluid info and all this, and they're trying to tell us that this is not a serviceable transmission. Well, that's a load of crap, because there's no fluid that lasts a lifetime, and that's what they're trying to say. They have their own definition for lifetime, whatever it is, but I wouldn't trust it, and I'm surprised that they say that, because that means less work for them if they're trying to tell everyone lifetime and they're not doing it. Because honestly, I really expected this job to be a lot harder than it was, but it was actually quite simple if you have all the right tools, like the suction pump that I showed you guys. That thing is amazing. It worked so good. It has never worked so good on a job like it has this one, because the hose goes right in the hole. There's no mess as long as you are pretty precise with everything. It ended up taking right about 4 quarts. So what I did was I caught all the fluid in a pan, and then I measured it, and it was roughly about 4 quarts. So I basically just put in what I took out, is what you're supposed to do. The fluid was pretty dark, so I'm glad that I did it. This sucker has 7 72,000 on it, so I'm pretty sure it's the first time it's been changed, so that's a very good thing. We'll probably do it again at 100 just to be safe. I mean, you want to do these services because you want your vehicle to last. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't not want their vehicle to last, you know. So and one more thing, do not skimp on the fluid. Just go to Mopar and buy their fluid, because I don't trust any of those other fluids. There's some stuff out there that they say might work, but this is a very specific, peculiar type of fluid, and you don't want to mess around and switch it up. You just want to put what was meant to be in this. And then last thing, so what I did, once I opened the hole for the sight, or the window, I guess you call it. That's where you check it. So I had that open. I filled it up until it started pouring out, and then I put the plug in. I ran it. I warmed it up, and then I checked it again, and it was draining out pretty slow. So I just went ahead and put a little bit more till it was slightly coming out, and it's good. I mean, I'm driving it now, although I shouldn't be recording. I'm just holding the phone safely in case you're wondering. So I drove it, I ran it through all the gears, and it seems to be good. So hopefully that will help prolong the life of this transmission. Anyways, guys, I don't know if I missed anything. If I did, I'll leave it down in the description. Go ahead and check that out, along with the part numbers down there if you need them. Alright guys, hope you all have a great day. Make sure to check my other videos. I do a lot of entertainment and repair videos, so if you want to check them out, please do. Have a good one. Peace.